welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are talking about the cost of living crisis yet again. If you know me, I'm forever sitting on my phone reading the news and obviously trying to find out what's happening in the country and in the world altogether. And more I keep seeing articles and basically videos from news channels about people struggling like crazy. And of course, guys, I understand obviously the inflation is through the roof and basically is affecting people a lot. And the horror stories I'm reading about people, there's a specific couple there with a newborn child. They've moved to the council flat or house, I'm not sure, but they haven't had any gas or electricity because apparently the previous owner didn't pay the bill, so that they basically haven't had any any hot water or any heating, so they have to like take 2 buses to go to like mother-in-law to shower their newborn baby. And I just think it's absolutely disgusting. And you guys as well been commenting a lot about what you read as well, and there is so much stuff. Like somebody commented literally I think this morning about somebody mentioned apparently people collecting like pet food and eating a cat food or dog food is a substitute to a person's meal, and this I think just is absolutely sad. And there's so much of it going on now there, and it's just heartbreaking. One thing is nice to see at least though, guys, is the food bank donation things outside like the Tesco's or Asda's or even Lidl. They're actually quite a bit full, which is really nice to know that people are actually making an effort. So it's got me really thinking. Myself, I volunteer for the charity to help distribute the food for the needy anyway. And myself as well, when I do my hauls, I do buy extra bit of food and I do put this in a donation basket. And thank you for you guys who watching the adverts, because obviously that helps to generate a little bit of, tiny bit of income to be able to help to put some extra food into those baskets for people that really need it. At the same time, I did mention, I think before, I've done a Christmas dinner. It wasn't last year, but I think the year before, when I cooked a Christmas dinner, I had a big turkey, but it was only 3 of us for dinner, so I had a lot of Christmas dinner left over. So I was giving away pre-packed Christmas dinner through the food sharing app just to help the people that are out there. And I think after just reading, and I totally understand there's all of this been going on for a really long time, but it just seems to be appearing in the news more and more. And every time I read or open like the news article, and it's just even more heartbreaking stories that are coming out there. So I'm thinking this year, although I did say obviously I wanted to scrimp on Christmas, and we are kind of scrimping on Christmas in many other ways, but at the same time I think I would still probably cook extra chicken and actually give away meals for the people in the community that need it. And to be fair, guys, this is the point of the video I wanted to bring out to you. Do you know the situation that I mentioned with the couple? They didn't have any heating, didn't have this, but there would be a person out there that will be able to help them. And we're not talking necessarily a financial help. We're talking somebody, potentially a solicitor or somebody who could actually just impose something and do something to help those people. And there'll be many situations when you read and say, do you know what, somebody could help those people. And again, non-financially dependent, just help some other way. And they get me thinking, as a community, okay, yes, we're preppers, we're prepping, we're preparing our families, but at the same time, as I mentioned before, I'm a prepper. I've always been a prepper for years before, but always make sure that I buy the stuff, but always make sure that I do donate a little bit to the people that actually need it, and B, that I would never ever let my neighbor or elderly neighbor go hungry. So if I know it's absolutely crazy times out there and somebody can't afford to, the old lady can't afford to buy herself a pasta, then I'll give it to her and I'll probably cook it for her. So my point is basically to say I want to try more, well, from now really, or from the new year, to try to be a bit more helpful. And I think if we all put our help forward to people that potentially need it, and again, I'm not talking about financial help, guys. If you can like financially help somebody, if you can afford to buy 20p extra pasta, chuck it in the box and do so if you choose to do it. But there's other ways that we can help each other and help community, i.e. if you are cooking a turkey and if there's only a couple of you and you know you're going to have leftover, maybe offer somebody a roast dinner to, if you know your elderly neighbor not going to cook it and she's alone or he's alone, then offer them maybe a dinner. Just little things like this could make a huge difference in the community. At the same time also, as I said, that we all can offer something. Like at the moment, well, obviously things are tough anyway. people who are obviously stocking up on like beans and pasta, but a lot of people again won't potentially know what to do with that. So if you have somebody next door that wants, or in the street even, wants to buy something and stockpile something, but they're not sure what to do, maybe give them a helping hand and explain to people how to cook certain things or how to store certain things. Those tiny little things we can do as a human to another human can make a lot of difference to that particular person. You might not even realize that even a simple conversation to somebody next door who lives alone around Christmas time could make a huge difference. So basically I just wanted to not so bring this to your attention, guys, but just to think outside, my favorite saying, think outside the box and think, let's try and help people, not necessarily financially, because we all are financially, or majority of us are financially stretched, because we don't know what's going to happen in the next year, and obviously we all the thing that we know is going to be even harder. So let's just try and make sure that we're trying to do a little bit of something. Find a little good every week, one day of the week, and find your time in your diary of doing good for someone. Just even go and check up on, you know, your elderly neighbor, or just anything for anyone. And it's almost like it needs to be a portal for people to come together and seek help and offer help. Because again, not everybody can afford financial help, but quite often it's not what you need. Sometimes even guidance on financial help, or somebody might not even realize that if you have like specific credit card debts, by changing a credit card, it'll make a huge difference or huge saving. Just things like this that to you might come as a common knowledge, to somebody next door or in your street, it might not be something that even crossed their mind. So be there and read the situation that people are in and trying to sort of help in any way that you can. So anyway, sorry guys, this is kind of something that came across because I've read those few stories and it made me really upset and sad, and I'm thinking, well, there's somebody there can always help someone. So anyway, on the positive note, guys, anyway, thank you for watching the video. Please do watch the advert, because as I said, it does help a lot, and I can help obviously by just buying extra little bit more food to help the food banks and everything else. And well, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.